What if I told you that even after the roar of battle had faded, the cipher war on the backbones of the battlefield never fully ended? Today we're diving into a story of complexity, secrets, and machine ingenuity from World War II that still echoes. On the surface, everybody knows about the Enigma machine. But what if I said there's a lost or overlooked machine from the war whose codes have never been completely deciphered? That's the one we're talking about today. Let's walk you through this in Frontline style. No jargon, no fluff, just pure insight. We all have the image, Enigma in a wooden box, German U-boats whispering across the Atlantic, the brilliant minds at Bletchley Park pulling off the coup. The truth. Enigma was cracked, thanks to work by the Polish Cipher Bureau before the war, transferring knowledge to the British, and then the Allies ramping up. Yet not every German cipher machine was cracked. There were higher-level systems. There were machines built in secret. There remain messages still unread. That's the hook. The war code battle didn't fully end when the war ended. Here's the tech the public often overlooks. Germany didn't just use Enigma. They used so-called fish teleprinter ciphers, machines like the Lorenz SZ42 cipher machine, codenamed Tunny by the British, and the Siemens and Halske T-52, codenamed Sturgeon. These machines weren't just plugging letters and rotating rotors like Enigma. They used teleprinter code, Baudot, and much higher-level logic. The Allies did crack pieces of them, but not everything. The key moment. One captured U-boat codebook or cipher machine could turn the tide, but sometimes the Germans changed machines, procedures, codebooks. Then the Allies were back to square one. Thus, some machines produce traffic that remains partially or wholly unsolved today. Now we hit the actionable insight, something for you to chew on if you care about cryptography history tech, or just a good story. First, lack of complete key material. Some messages were sent with machine settings that we don't have the manuals or codebooks for anymore. Without that, even modern computers can't magically reverse engineer everything. The example, 3 messages from World War II that intercepted code groups of 5 letters each remained unbroken for decades. Second, machine complexity and procedure changes. When the Germans threw in an extra rotor, changed plug boards, or changed the stepping mechanisms in these teleprinters, the Allies' braking effort got blindsided. Third, scope of the challenge. These machines had configurations so big that the brute-forcing possibilities explode. For example, Enigma's 3-rotor setup already gave thousands of combinations, and 4-rotor or teleprinter machines gave millions more. All these factors combined mean... Even today, researchers hunt for pieces of the puzzle. Some plaintexts still hide in ciphertext. When I say lost, I don't mean a physical machine hidden in a basement, though that happens. I mean lost keys, unknown configurations, messages we can't read. Here's why it matters. It reminds us that wars are not just fought with guns and bombs. They're fought in whispers, wires, and machines. It shows the evolution of computing and cryptography. What we take for granted now was a full-on battlefield. It invites open research. If you're a nerd, a coder, a historian, there are still mysteries out there. It gives depth to the narrative. The Allies won, but not every secret was uncovered. Some codes stayed silent. For the viewers of Wisdom from the Frontlines, this paints a compelling picture. Victory is rarely clean, success rarely total. Secrets linger long after the ceasefire. All right, let's make this personal and, actually useful. What can you glean from all this? First, know the importance of procedure, not just the machine itself. A powerful cipher machine will fail if the human procedure is weak. The Germans learned this. The Allies learned this. In your work, personal security, or even prepping, procedures matter. Second, complexity isn't always unbeatable, but key material is absolutely critical. A strong machine without access to the right settings or codebooks can be, pretty much worthless. Context is king. Third, never assume the war's over in any field. Whether it's in crypto, security, or history, there are always lingering puzzles. That kind of humility, it really helps you stay sharp, curious, and ready. Fourth, use history to frame our tech age. What seems like old tech today was bleeding edge back then. Recognizing that helps you track how current systems might, be undone tomorrow. Fifth, embrace the mysteries. The fact that some World War II machine messages are still unread means there's still space for new discoveries. If you follow any branch of knowledge, be open to what's not yet solved. So there you have it, the story of a code machine war that keeps on echoing. A war waged not just on beaches or in the air, but in the silent hiss of teleprinters, the click of rotors, the interception of signals. A war where victory was achieved, but where some machines and some messages still defy our grasp. For the listeners of Wisdom from the Frontlines, this isn't just historical trivia. It's a reminder. Mastery takes more than brute force. It takes thought, nuance, procedure, and, a bit of humility about what remains unknown. If you enjoyed this ride into code-breaking's lost corners, make sure to subscribe, share this video with a friend who loves history or tech, and drop a comment below on which World War II mystery you'd like us to explore next. Stay curious, stay sharp, and I'll see you at the next Frontline of Wisdom.